Well, we've just definitely been trending to a more wet period with our annual average precipitation. Generally, we're receiving anywhere from maybe 5 to 7 inches more rainfall per year recently than we were 40 to 50 years ago. On top of that, we've seen significant warming in our temperatures during winter and springtime. A lot of that warming is happening with nighttime lows more than daytime highs. And somewhat surprisingly, temperatures during summertime haven't been trending upward as much as people might believe. We've actually been trending a bit cooler, if anything, during that time of year. Yeah, because I think people in general in society, not just farming or agriculture, or sort of our infrastructure and our landscapes are adapted or have adapted and evolved to rainfall that was generally lower, let's say 50 years ago. And while we're able to absorb a bit more, if the climate were to change that much, that all of a sudden we were getting 50 inches per year of rainfall, you would start to see more and more homeowners be affected with flooding in their basements, more farm fields being flooded and unable to be cropped, basically. More catastrophic flooding events, things that you see on the news that you might think, oh, that's just happening somewhere else and I'll never experience that, could become knocking on your door. Yeah, yeah, if you're a homeowner, and I would say about 5 or 6 years ago, I received a letter from my insurance company that said, here's the reason why your homeowner's premium has gone up. The climate is changing. And I thought that was a very telltale sign. And the insurance industry definitely has been affected a lot by this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think part of the strategy and a lot of it revolves around holding the soil in place. Unfortunately, we have typically a pretty short growing season in Wisconsin. Crops are generally in the ground, if you're talking about corn and soy, between May and September. And it's trying to put other things in the ground, other types of management like no-till, or maybe it's a cover crop, that'll hold that soil in place for all those other months of the year. So when it is raining, they're able to basically hold that soil in place and not have it be running off. Yeah. Other than that, I would say that farmers, they've always been adapting to these changes in climate, whether they want to admit it or not. And I think just being aware of what those trends are and help them in their planning over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years is really important.